Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Virgo December 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, first thing up is as far as December goes, the sun will be in Sagittarius from the 1st until the 22nd. So the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on one's home, family life, emotional security, the end, latter part of life, who one is at the core, the less dominant parent, which is often the mother. Given that this is, we're talking about Sagittarius energy, well, this could be done with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of expansive energy, a lot of exuberance, a lot of ebullience. This could be a time where there could be a very strong focus on expanding a home. It could be adding a partition. It could be something where one might be focusing on expanding one's family, expanding one's horizons with family members. Or it could even be at a time too, in some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Sagittarius home, family member, someone you're close to home with. It could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies those traits at this time. And even it could even be a focus on someone that might be a person that might be prominent in that end or latter part of your life. And if you're not in it, it could be somebody that's going to be there for that future time. And it could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius traits. Next thing up. Well, as far as December goes, the sun will be in Capricorn from the 22nd until the 31st. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on children, love, romance, gambling, speculation, personal popularity, investments, fun, amusement, enjoyment, creative endeavors. Given that this is Capricorn energy, a lot of this may be done with a lot of serious energy, done very methodically, with a lot of conventionality, a lot of premeditation and planning, a lot of caution and prudence, and also a lot of structure and discipline. There might be a very strong focus on structure and discipline in matters with children and responsibilities to them as well, and lovers as well at this time. In some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn child or lover. It could be one that's a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn characteristics. And it would be also a focus on a very conservative investment at this time as well, or even a focus on perhaps methodically working on one's personal popularity at this time as well. So, or even some focus on a Capricorn, some Capricorn related fun, amusement, or enjoyment. It could be some cases mountain climbing or something connected with business or politics, anything that could be Capricorn related, something that's connected with the structure. It could be putting like one of those model cars together, like one of those die cast, those little small model cars that people put together. Sometimes those snap-on ones, or those ones you super glue. You understand what I'm talking about, because that could be connected with structure and a lot of patience too. And Capricorn energy can be very strongly connected with that. So anyway, people, well, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Gemini on December 12th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, in some cases, this could simply be about the completion or culmination of a Gemini like career. It could be something connected with communication. It could be something, for example, like data, satellite communication, radio broadcasting, anything else Gemini related, such as journalism, reporting, It could be something connected with dexterity, such as refrigeration or auto mechanics, something that might have required a lot of versatility and a lot of multitasking. Now, another thing too, in some cases, this could be about a time when you're talking about full moons in astrology. It could be about where one simply becomes very tired, exasperated, or full of something. And it could be a time where one becomes very tired, exasperated, or full at an overly gossiping, mischievous, mercurial, vacillating, two-faced, even dual-natured in some cases. It could be a dominant parent, which is often the father, someone prominent in one's career. It could be a person that might have been having some impact on one's public image and reputation. It could be an authority figure, an older person. Now, at this time, too, full moons in astrology can also be about revelations and unveilings. Now, in some cases, this could be about the revelation or unveiling of, again, some kind of, it could be a person that might have been gossiping and going behind your back and might have been slandering you through lies, through prevarication, which might have impacted your public image, your reputation. It might have been somebody that might have been just been up to some mischievous activity behind your back in some way, shape, or form. Or it could even be a revelation or unveiling of somebody that was just really very two-faced, that was somebody that was 10th house related. It could be someone prominent in your career. In some cases, it could be the dominant parent, which is often the father, or somebody that might be an authority figure or an older person as well. So it could, so anyway, those are some ways that this could manifest and pan out at this time. So, well, the next thing, and also even a thief may be in your, somebody prominent in your career that might be a thief as well, because Gemini energy can be connected with that in a very negative manifestation. Plagiarism, in some cases, it could be somebody that you might have known well that was an older person or someone in business that might have been caught for some kind of plagiarism. Anything that could be like a Gemini type crime as well. I mean, could be something that could come out. That could be a 10th house person that might something you might find out that might be a Gemini crime related or something negative associated with Gemini. So anyway. Well, the next thing up, there'll be a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn on December 26th, so the fifth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. And we're talking about new moon and solar eclipses in astrology. I see them as something that could be very serendipitous. This could be a time for some where, I mean, for example, I mean, something that could seem negative might actually manifest in something positive ultimately. For example, since we're talking about Capricorn energy and the fifth house, it could be something where, as an example, where responsibility to some child in some cases maybe leads to a new Capricorn love. It could be just maybe a child that has some limitation or debilitation. It leads to something where you might meet a Capricorn love. It could be something where you're taking a child to a doctor, your emergency room, you're in the waiting room, you talk with somebody, and that's assuming if you're unattached at this time, Virgo, and you connect with somebody that may potentially be a romantic interest. That could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn traits, or maybe something where you have to face some kind of responsibility again to a child, or maybe going somewhere to as far as a responsibility to a lover or someone you're romantic situation with. You wind up going somewhere and you have to take care of something for somebody, for a romantic partner. You say you're going somewhere to fix someone's vehicle, that person's vehicle that may have broken down. You go and you see, you talk with somebody over, you meet somebody that gives you some insight into some new kind of a business investment or something, because I mean Capricorn of course could be related to business. Fifth house is investments, so you get the idea. This could just simply be a new Capricorn love interest you may embark on. Again, it could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn traits. You might begin in some cases to methodically improve your personal popularity at this time. And I mean, Capricorn energy, of course, can be very methodical, and it could be a time too where you begin to have discipline in your love life with matters with children at this time, or the start of some Capricorn fun, amusement, or enjoyment. It could be just joining, doing something that might be might be enjoyable, connected with politics. It could be somewhat mountain climbing, something that requires. It could be putting, just doing some kind of models, putting like those small model cars together, those die cast ones where you super glue or you snap together, because Capricorn, of course, could be connected with structure, anything that could be Capricorn related. Um, so anyway, something that involves timekeeping. It could even be just timing yourself in some kind of race or long distance running. So anyway, and it could be something that could be very sustained, because this is of course a solar eclipse. Next thing up. Well, Mercury will be in Scorpio as far as December goes, from the 1st until the 9th. So the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, at this time, this could manifest in having very incisive, provocative, deep, profound communications with siblings, with cousins, with neighbors. You might find yourself more mentally inquisitive at this time and probing. You're talking about the planet Mercury, and the third house being its dignity. So you get the idea. You might be more mentally quick at this time, more so than usual. And as I've stated in previous videos, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Scorpio characteristics that might figure more prominently in you assimilating information, your communications, your short journeys at this time. It could be matters with people you knew that were prominent in your early education, and with sibling matters with cousins, with neighbors at this time, and whether they might be more beneficial or more to your detriment in these areas. A lot of this could be predicated and dependent on aspects that are made to points in your chart. Sextile or trine to your natal Jupiter, they could be very auspicious. But if they're you're talking about if they're really making more, let's say if it makes an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, they might be a little bit more to your detriment in these matters. So anyway. Well, the next thing up is Mercury will be in Sagittarius as far as December goes, from the 9th until the 29th. So the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, this can manifest in a number of ways. You might find yourself having more philosophical, exuberant, enthusiastic conversations with family members, people you're close to home with. It could be about also philosophical discussions about or very positive communications about where you want to be at the end of that latter part of your life, and talking very exuberantly perhaps about this as well, and also perhaps talking about Sagittarius qualities you may have at the core, such as being very expansive, exuberant, optimistic, ebullient, positive, philosophical, very jocular and jovial. And as I've stated before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Sagittarius traits at this time. That could figure more prominently your home, your family life, people you're close to home with, your emotional security, that who getting in touch maybe with who you are at the core, and and the thing about it, especially in matters with emotional security in your home life, a lot they could be beneficial or more to your detriment depending on aspects that are made to points in your chart. A sextile trine to natal Jupiter, they could be more auspicious in these matters, but if, say, an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, it could go the opposite way and be more to your detriment. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Next thing up, well, Mercury will be in Capricorn as far as December goes from the 29th until the 31st. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you might find yourself getting more involved with very serious, disciplined, just very conventional conversations with lovers, with children, people that are prominent in your fun, your amusement, your enjoyment. You might find yourself communicating about really at this time as really about very about Capricorn related things with fifth house people, such as politics, business, dental matters, something with timekeeping, anything that could be Capricorn related at this time. And also too, this could be a time too where you might find yourself where your thinking's a little bit a little bit more intransigent in fifth house matters. It could be over matters connected with speculation, with gambling at this time, investments, I should say. And again, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Capricorn characteristics. It might figure more prominently in your fun, your amusement, your enjoyment. It could also be with lovers, matters with children. It could even be with matters with speculation at this time as well. And also, too, you might find yourself talking about certain limitations and really in fifth house matters, such as obtaining personal popularity and investments with children, with lovers. And also you've got to guard against becoming too despondent or melancholy over fifth house matters at this time as well, such as your personal popularity. Last but not least, Venus will be in Capricorn as far as December goes from the 1st until the 20th. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you might find yourself, if you're unattached at this time, Virgo, you may connect with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or even one that may embody Capricorn characteristics. It might be through a very strong love connection or even a superficial connection in some cases, or it could be somebody you meet at a fifth house venue, such as some entertainment venue. Could also be about a time where you value more structure, more discipline, responsibility, seriousness in matters with lovers, with children, with investments, with trying to attain personal popularity or greater personal popularity, I should say, and also valuing ambition as well. In fifth house matters, and even really just being ambitious in really as far as your investments go, as far as trying to really again attain greater personal popularity, or even things maybe with some entertainment venue or field at this time as well. And it could be a time too where this could be about, Venus energy could be about what we enjoy. This could be about the enjoyment of doing Capricorn related things with fifth house people. Some isolated cases could be mountain climbing. It could be putting some die cast cars together, like those little model cars you might super glue together or snap together. Anything, or playing some kind of business or political board game. Anything that could be Capricorn related at this time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Virgo December 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 and 2. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.